Hello, everybody. It's the coach.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. Josh Lambo now ready to put this one in the air. And in front of a raucous crowd, this one is underway. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And out will come the leader of this offense. And that, of course, is their signal caller.
I read something prepping for this game that he said prior to, and I think he really said it a few months ago, where he talked about he wants to have the type of season that at the end, he's buying gifts for all the guys who have helped him along the way. And I know that the team wants to hold him to that and really get into his wallet. But that's what good leadership gives you. You know, at the end of the season, because you've done a great job, QB, he's usually the guy who springs for the good stuff.
Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down. And the Buffet boys, the O-line, hopefully they're ready today.
Listen, you got to feed them first. But if you do, you usually get a great product out on the field. And when they play well, the quarterback can't wait to feed them afterwards.
Looking to throw on second down. Kilgore, that's complete. It's Collins. That catch good for 5. It's third down. Time for a look at our starters here on defense. They're a top 5 unit right now against the pass in the league. In fact, they sit at number 5.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
Looking to throw. Kilgore over the middle, complete. It's Collins. It'll go as a gain of 6 that time, and it moves the chains as well. They'll run on first down. Hines, and they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down. So in Jacksonville territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. This is Hines. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41.
Taken down at the 41. A gain of a yard. Brings up second and 9.
On the ground with Bryce Love, the former Stanford Cardinal. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. If they want a first, they need to get the football to the 32 here on third down. Operating from the gun, Kilgore. Quick hitter here, it's complete. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. Third down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go up and make the tackle right away.
They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was hoping for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. So here are the Jags now set to get their first drive. And trotting out there, their tall quarterbacks down to get 6'5".
What I enjoyed this week is that you asked to talk to his offensive center before the game and find out a little bit more about him and what the relationship is. And that was a pretty positive story, wasn't it?
Yeah, and really what I took away from that is just how it has permeated throughout the entire offensive line, the relationship they've had. It's really a group that's in sync.
They care about him. That's the thing. They really care. And when you care that much, you're going to play that much harder for him and give him a better chance to lead the team to wins.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. To throw again, Gillespie. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down.
All right, partner, I'm going to be Captain Obvious right here. Not the start you're looking for offensively, right? Incomplete pass followed by a sack.
And when he went down, it looked like that right ankle got turned, but thankfully he popped up okay, and they breathed a sigh of relief on that sideline. Throwing on 3rd and long. Gillespie. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions, quote-unquote, go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals. And if that keeps happening, they lose confidence in the quarterback, and then no one plays well.
Off the play fake, Kilgore. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The numbers for Collins last week, 8 catches, 76 yards, and a touchdown.
And he was able to haul that pass in there, but he knows he's got a tough task ahead of him. This unit in the top 5 in the NFL against the pass. He's going to have to really work hard to get open.
On 2nd down now, it's Hines. They'll get him to the ground at the 20 following a pickup of 4. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. From the gun, Kilgore. Eluding the pressure right. He may try and run for this.
We just saw a nice example of why teams often bring in baseball guys to teach quarterbacks how to slide in key situations. You want to protect your franchise guy. Make sure he doesn't get hurt. He did exactly that on that play. A perfect slide to avoid the big hit and pick up a 1st down.
Back to throw. Kilgore. Throw left side complete. It's Collins. No gain there on the completion. 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. They run with Hines, and they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. To throw on 3rd down, Kilgore. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
And this one is right through. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here. Throwing on 3rd and long, Gillespie. And he will find his man on the outside. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return, and the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down, and the Jags get to him as down he goes. A few issues here on the offensive line. Apparently,
He got sacked 5 times last week. They got to him here in the first quarter.
And I would think that running the ball would be paramount here because it's a different team they're facing, but they watch the film as well. So they'll take many of those same principles and try and apply them in this game to see if they fixed what was wrong with them in the last game.
He'll get 3, but it leaves him with a big hole here on 3rd and very long. From the gun on 3rd down, Kilgore.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play? Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return is Cohen. That one in the books as a 64-yard punt. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Out comes the Jacksonville offense as they get set to take over here. And things haven't started so well for this side. 2 drives, 2 punts.
So now you got to start looking not just at play calling, but which guy's going to step forward and say, okay, let's get this thing done. Because within that unit of 11, sometimes one guy can make a big-time play and break through the barrier.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. They'll run on 2nd down with Cohen. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. Operating from the gun, Gillespie. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
.42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They begin the drive with Hines. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down. To throw on 2nd down, Kilgore under pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter. Josh Allen in there for the sack on what will be the final play of this first quarter. Second quarter now from Indianapolis with the homestanding Colts in possession as they face a difficult 3rd and 12 coming up. On 3rd down, Kilgore. And he will lose yardage on the play, back at his own 19-yard line. It'll be a loss of 15 on the play, and that'll bring up 4th down.
I really don't know where to go with this one. He caught the pass, but in the opposite direction towards his own end zone. That's not one you get every game.
Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. Just a 2-yard return there following a punt of 48. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They get just 2 out of it there, and it's 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gillespie. Open man here is Scott, complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. Off play action. Gillespie. And he's got the hook up to Landry. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
Here we go.
That one goes for 24 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Gillespie into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And they're going to set up shop at the 27-yard line.
That was a really nice interception. I think it illustrates the differences between playing man and playing zone. When you're in man, all you're focused on is the receiver in front of you. But when you're in zone, you're allowed to read the quarterback's eyes and go to the ball. That's exactly what happened on that play.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
A 7-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 3.
On 2nd down, it's Hines. And he'll get this only up to about the 35. The Colts on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. Here's Hines. And he will have a 1st down as they get him to the ground at the 37. And now we'll get a timeout. Looks like we've got a Jaguar and some discomfort down there on the field. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Kilgore. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. The offense on 3rd down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. Looking to throw. Kilgore. And now a fumble. The ball's out. And the Jags grab it. And they will set up shop at their own 41-yard line.
Good job, D. Good job, D.
Often on fumbles, you look at the guy who coughed it up and say, geez, what did he do? But, hey, let's tip the cap to the defense here.
Not a problem at all, my man. I'm not even going to tip it. I'm going to doff my cap to him. Congratulations. Big-time play. Knocking it free and creating something good for your team.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. Here's a throw that's taken in out of the backfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. The Jags picking up the 1st down there, a gain of 12.
1st down, Jaguars.
57 to Mike. 57 to Mike.
On 1st down, Gillespie. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down at the 44-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Draw play, Cohen. And he's able to carve out about 6 there, down to the 37. And he's going to get this pretty close to a 1st down at the Colts 37. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a 1st down. Just 4 yards on the pickup, but that's good enough to extend the drive.
1st down, Jacksonville.
On 1st and 10, Gillespie. This one caught by his tight end, Oliver. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 11 yards there for Jacksonville and a 1st down as well. On 1st down, McDonald. And able to work his way down to the 16. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down now, it's Cohen. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
60 Pittsburgh.
1st and goal.
53 is Mike. Check. 53 is Mike. Ready?
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. So he got free of 1 tackle but couldn't do a whole lot else. Only a yard that time, 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Now Cohen. And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to set up a 3rd and goal. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he'll take this one in for a Jags touchdown. Tariq Cohen, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as his guys can now take the lead with the extra point.
Well, they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker, this has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Josh Lambo now for the point after. And oh, it's blocked. The Colts have it, but he will not be able to bring this one back, and the extra point attempt unsuccessful.
I know it's easy to kind of shrug off a blocked extra point, but this game is shaping up to be a tight one. The second half, this could prove crucial.
Yeah, we might look back on this one. We'll have to wait and see. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Hines. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go again.
Now it's Hines. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42. The 1st down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll lose yardage here, back at the 41. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Jaguars' 35. This quarterback now, only 1 pass has hit the ground for him. 10 of 11 thus far. It's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Kilgore. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Finding his way home for the sack that time, Taven Bryan. 2nd and 14. He was trying to keep his eyes downfield. Nobody came open.
He was trying to do everything that he had been taught, right? Every bit of the technique. But if no one's open, there is no technique except make sure you hold on to the ball as you go to the ground when you're getting sacked.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way, a dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. Now here's Rigoberto Sanchez as he's on to punt for Indianapolis. He's been a busy man here in this 1st half as he gets it away.
Come on now, let's go.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
A 14-yard 1st down pickup for the Jaguars. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Looking to throw. Gillespie, and that is incomplete. Line of scrimmage, the 31, as they line up 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Gillespie, and he fires one incomplete. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Back to throw. Gillespie, the screen pass here to Cohen. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. The Jaguars going to go ahead and use their first timeout, as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. On the draw, this is Cohen. Now the Jags will use the second of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
50 seconds to Mike. 50 seconds to Mike. Hey,
To throw on 2nd down, Gillespie. And he's got his man on the out route. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. This quarterback now 9 of 16 through the air as he's got it 1st and 10. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Josh Oliver, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jaguars have taken the lead.
And that touchdown gives them a touchdown lead before they attempt the extra point. What a great way to end the half.
Yeah, great job to put themselves in front. And now, see on the sideline, special teams defense scrambling, saying we want to preserve this for the final moments of this 2nd quarter. This time, the extra point up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So that drive takes them down the field in 8 plays. And it results in a touchdown for Jacksonville. And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken at the 3. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down. And it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Throwing on 1st down, Kilgore rolling to his left. He'll try and run it. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. The final shot before break. Kilgore. And this will be incomplete. 1 second left to go. They tried to throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. The final shot before break. Kilgore throwing the out route incomplete. It's Collins. And he's got this down to the 35. So we have reached halftime with a touchdown. That's the difference on the scoreboard. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the 2nd half. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had the ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ballgame.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show them one thing, hit them with something else.
To throw on 3rd down, Gillespie. A bullet throw, but incomplete. So it would appear they will not be able to add to their lead on this opening drive of the second half.
Yeah, if another touchdown was scored there, now we're talking about a two-score game, and they're probably on their way of creating an excellent gap between them and their pursuers. But how about the defense there, able to step up and keep themselves in this one?
Switch up, switch up. Watch twins. Watch twins.
Here's a handoff to Hines to begin the drive. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Gain of 5 brings up second and 5.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hines. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5. On third and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And able to catch it on the left sideline, but they're going to rule him out of bounds. So it'll be incomplete, certainly one they'd like to have back as it brings up fourth down.
And that's a crusher right there. Had his man open for a first down, threw a fastball. When that wasn't necessary, incomplete pass. When are these quarterbacks going to learn? You don't get extra points for how hard you throw the football.
On first down, Gillespie. Looking left side, he's got it, complete. And he'll get this up to the 34-yard line. A 14-yard first down pickup for the Jaguars. From the 34 now, here's first and 10.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5.
Here we go, here we go. Head logo. Check 9, check 9. Down.
Out of the gun, running with Cohen. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. A full 5-yard loss that time. It's going to make second down pretty tough. Off the play fake. Gillespie. And he's got the hook up to Moore. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he was unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
And he'll be tackled right on the chalk of the 45. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. First and 10. First down, a run with Cohen. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9.
18 Gators.
Looking to throw on second down. Gillespie gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a third down. Big play coming up. Here's third and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. He's going to have the hook up to Scott. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 41-yard line. Now from Colts territory, here's a first and 10 at the 41. From the gun, Gillespie. Oh, incomplete. A turnover would have really helped there. Almost intercepted. Instead, it's just second down. On second down, it's Cohen. And he's going to get this pretty close to a first down at the Colts 31. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is third and a yard. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he picks up the first before he's taken down at the 29. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. On first and 10, Gillespie got an open man. It's Scott. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The catch and run, good for 18 and a first down.
50, plant.
First down.
They'll run on first down. Cohen. And he'll take this one inside the 10, down to the 8. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a second and 7. To throw on second down. Gillespie, and he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Tariq Cohen, his second touchdown of the game, his third on the year. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. Still plenty of time left in the game, but now starting to pull away a little bit, get some breathing room with that one.
And I don't want people to think that NFL locker rooms are cookie cutter, that everyone's saying the exact same thing in every situation. But I do know that all 32 teams have an emphasis on starting fast. Game, second half, no matter what. Whether it's first 5 minutes, first 3, whatever. This was a big score to start the second half.
And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30 to the 33-yard line. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
Mike, 58, right there. Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs. Check three.
On second down now, Keith. And this defense not giving him anything there. Maybe a yard up to the 36. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Early down stuff to put this offense in a precarious position. We know that securing the point of attack, especially against the big-bodied guys in the middle of this D, has got to be priority one. And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Up at the 29 now, they'll head to the line, second and a yard. Now with shotgun handoff to Cohen. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1. Now they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game. Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
They run again with Hines. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Kilgore. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Give the Colts 13 yards and a 1st down. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And they'll go ground game here with a tailback. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Now that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Single. Hey, 80,
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Kilgore got his man complete over the middle. That's Collins. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. Back to throw. Kilgore firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's got the 1st as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. And in a two-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down. Looking to throw. Kilgore.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Back to throw. Kilgore looking end zone, but it's incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line. Second and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And he takes it in for a Colts score. Nyheim Hines, his third touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score.
I wonder if he changed anything on his play sheet, or they just executed better. Because they had 2 previous drives that ended in field goals. Before this one, they finally were able to put into the end zone.
Well, whatever he did, speaking of the offensive coordinator, might be using that formula going forward. It worked there.
Yeah, it worked very well. He and his field general in pretty good sync right now. They're starting to move the ball well.
Extra point splits the uprights. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This one taken just inside the 10. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Certainly want to avoid what they had to do last possession, and that was punt the football, because this game's starting to tighten up.
In a basketball sense, you'd think about taking a little bit of the air out of the ball, right? Maybe milk some clock, limit the possessions. In this case, they might want to do the same thing, but control the game offensively. Put together some first downs, put together a drive, and keep it away from them.
Throwing on first down. Gillespie over the middle. That's caught by Scott. That throw good for 4. It's second down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Second and 6. Looking for the out route. It's completed to Landry. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 27-yard line.
Send over. Let's make these babies cry.
On first down, it's Cohen, and he'll be dropped at the 23 after a pickup of about 4.
60 out long.
4 yards on the pickup.
To throw on second down, Gillespie, and he completes it to Cohen. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
First down, Jacksonville.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line. The Jaguars on third down. They've converted 6 times and could use a 7th here. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Gillespie. Oliver, the tight end, making the catch. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete. Darius Leonard, the linebacker, able to break that one up. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. 2nd and 3. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. And he will get this into the end zone for a Jaguar touchdown. From 3 yards out, and the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. There was no going through the progressions on that touchdown pass.
Yeah, nor was it necessary. His receiver won that route early, presented himself, No reason to wait. Go ahead and put it on him and score a touchdown.
Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Jags touchdown. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On first down, Kilgore. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Indianapolis moving the chains there on a gain of 12. This quarterback now a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. To throw again, Kilgore. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw, Kilgore. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll run for it with Hines.
That was a good effort there trying to do it on his own, but as a defender, you're in a tough spot because you have coverage responsibilities behind you, and if you take off too quick to try and get him down, he might loft it over your head.
So better to track with your man defensively than try to go up and make a stop on the quarterback.
Exactly right. What you're hoping is that your guys in the front 7 can get him down.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Gillespie looking left side. That's complete to Oliver. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. They'll try to run for it with Cohen. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 10 yards there. Good enough for a Jags 1st down.
91.
Offensive line wasn't set. There's the flag, and 5 yards back they go.
Quarterback has to look around and make sure that his team is ready to go. Sometimes the quarterbacks go faster than is necessary.
A 5-yard loss there is going to bring up 4th down. From the gun, Gillespie. This one caught over the middle. It's Oliver, the tight end. That's a gain of 11. Would have been a 1st down if not for that penalty moments ago. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. 2nd and 4. Throw left side complete to Scott. And he takes it in. Touchdown, Jacksonville. From 21 yards away. And the Jaguars are able to widen their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
And Lambeau now, after the touchdown, he'll kick this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. On 1st and 10, Kilgore. That's complete. It's Collins. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts 1st down. Throwing on 1st down, Kilgore. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. No gain there on the completion, 2nd and 10. Had the completed pass, but for no gain, stopped right at the line, so it's 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And an alley to run. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. Back to throw. Kilgore, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off at the 49, and he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line.
Well, this defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Pretty good results here on the 1st down run as he takes us forward for about 6. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
On 2nd down, it's Cohen. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Calling no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. They try again with Cohen, and he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. So this will be a win for Jacksonville, and they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for Jacksonville, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, their season is on life support somewhat now at 3-6. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.